Wenzi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Are you good?
Yeah, so good.
Did you enjoy golf?
Yeah, I did. It was fun. I learned that I'm better than you at more things.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. What do you think about the Father's Day month?
Father's Day, man. Well, I don't really have a big opinion on it, but I think it's a good month. I think we should appreciate the things we have in life. Not everyone has a father, or has the opportunity to, receive love from their father or be taken care of by their father. So I think it's a time where we appreciate what we have because not a lot of people have it and we shouldn't take advantage of that. You know.
Okay. Now, tell me, many people in life they live in fear, whether they have their father or they don't have their father. What is your take about fear?
About fear.
Yeah.
Okay, number one, disclaimer, the Bible says you shouldn't live in fear. You
Okay.
shouldn't fear, number one. So if
Okay.
you fear anything, you're really doing something wrong. Number two, if you always feared anything, in fact, if you fear what's gonna happen the next day or this or that, you'll
Yeah.
never be able to truly enjoy life. You'll always live with that doubt in your at the back of your head, or that fear of, oh no, how do people view me if I do this? How do people view me if I start my goal and it doesn't explode? Like I don't do well in the beginning of setting my goal. Now I have a fear of me being embarrassed. But remember, everyone starts somewhere. So then,
So
okay,
yeah.
continue.
So you're not fearful to be embarrassed.
To be honest, yeah, I'm not saying that you should embarrass yourself, but you shouldn't have a fear of embarrassing, like being embarrassed, because sometimes the things you find embarrassing are things that will help you later on, you know. And not and some people will say, oh, that's so embarrassing, but then some people don't really want to see you succeed. Some people tell you these sorts of things to like bring you down, because not everyone's gonna be your friend. I may say, oh, for example, I love Kukrima. I do, right?
Yeah.
But I could say, oh, I love Kukrima so much, this, that, and not mean it. But I can treat her a different way and not mean it, even though I say I love you. So some of these people will tell you that, oh, I'm your friend. Don't do that. That's embarrassing. Don't follow your goals. That's embarrassing. Are you not scared of that? People who install fear into you or doubt into you, those people aren't truly your friends. So yeah, you shouldn't live your life in embarrassment or fear because it doesn't really help you in any way.
Is there anything you fear? Tell me.
Yes, they are things.
Aha. Talk to me. What is that?
Okay, but look, before I answer you, right? The thing is, there's a difference between me fearing something and not doing anything about it, and me like fearing something and doing something about it, trying to prevent it. So, for example, I fear failure. Like failure in anything I do, that's what I fear. Because I
Okay.
always try to be the best version of myself. And if I
Okay.
feel like that, I won't be happy. So I
Okay.
feel if you're going to fear something, work on that. You shouldn't let it overshadow what you want to do or what you want. Like, you should always try and prevent that fear from happening. You should always face your fears, and the way you can do that is by pushing to your goal. That way, even if you do fail, at least you can learn from it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So how did you discover that you have a fear or a phobia for failure?
Ah, okay. It's the small things. It started off small. Of course, I don't like losing in small things like games we used to play. I don't like losing in that. I don't like failing in those games. I don't like failing in tasks that I was handed. I don't like failing in a lot of things that I had done. So what I try to do is better myself in those areas, because I realized that, oh, I really don't like this. I have a phobia of failure. I really don't like failing. So I said, what can I do to improve on that to prevent me from failing? And I realized these are my strong points. Let me focus on that. That way I can prevent myself from failing. Because sometimes you'll try and pursue something that you're not good at, and then you'll ask yourself, why is it that I'm not good at that? Remember, God has given you a gift. And if you work outside of that gift, of course you're not gonna succeed, because he's given you that particular gift for you to succeed with that particular thing. So if you work outside of that, then yeah, you won't really be successful.
What makes people wants to work outside of their gift?
They're influenced by other people. For example, some people will see that people are enjoying this particular thing, and sometimes it'll be a thing of like, oh, my goal is this, but I see a lot of people are doing that, so let me also do that. Maybe those people are doing that because it's what God has gifted them, but it's not what God has gifted you. God has gifted you something else, so you shouldn't be a follower but rather a leader. Excuse me. So I say what you should do is do your own thing. Don't let other people influence you too much, especially in decisions like decisions that will determine your future, because that's when things start to go down. Because remember, you can only live your life for you. No one can live your life for you, you know.
I have a question. What is it that you do that actually it's the area where you are gifted?
To be honest, I'm still trying to find out what I'm gifted at. A lot of people, sure, people have told me I'm good at this and that, but like I really want to feel like I'm good at it, you know. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gifted at and what I'm good at. Excuse me. So like once I figure that out, then yeah, I'll have an answer for you. But as of right now, I don't think I do have an answer. But if I may ask you, what do you think you're gifted at?
Oh, me?
What's your gift?
I'm gifted in doing ministry.
Ministry.
I'm gifted in doing business.
Okay, so then has there been a time where you've ever strayed from that path? Like you wanted to pursue something you weren't really gifted in?
No, never.
You always knew.
Not really. You see, life, God, how He positions us, He gives us a path that will take us to the final destination. So even if you don't know yet, but God orchestrates things and a certain life for you that will ultimately take you there. Yeah. So I don't believe that you start living according to your gift the day you know about it. You live at the moment you are born. Even the way you are born, even the place you are born in, that place has got to do with your gift. Jesus said to be born in that place where there were donkeys and in the meander. Was it, what do they call it in English, that thing?
The barn.
In the manger. Manger, yeah. Yeah, the barn. Angazi kuthiwa yini. Hey, isingisi sami namuhla sikhathele.
Yeah.
But he had to be born there. And then Jesus said to be born by the mother and the father because it was connecting to his destiny.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I agree with you on that part, because there is a verse in the Bible that says all things work together for our good. So basically, you are right. Our gifts do align with everything that has happened to us, even the places we are born, the things we experience. They all work together for our good, because God, at the end of the day, wants the best for us.
Correct. So my question to you is that if you were to talk to someone who is having an environment that is not so attractive, and they now think that they are not going to make it in life, what would you say?
Okay, number one, you shouldn't. I feel like something that us with people, right? I feel like something we do, right, that isn't a good thing is we always assume. We always assume. It's always our idea, our plan, our opinion over a lot of things. We should remember that before we can even have a say in our situation, God's opinion must be over it. God's say must be over that, because at the end of the day, He knows more than what we know. We can't rely on what we know, because sometimes we're influenced by wrong things, by we have spiritual warfares that we don't even know about, that we're not even aware about, that influence us, and then we go, no, this thing's not influencing me, but it may be influencing you in a way you didn't expect. So I feel like, I don't know how I'm going with this. So I feel like the thing is, when you're in an environment where it's not attractive, don't automatically assume this is my destiny, I'm not going to make it in life. Rather have the mindset of God has promised me great things. So I'm going to do my best in my ability to take the first step. Because God's already waiting for you. He has your gift there. It's your job now to take the first step. So it's your job to take the first step and then the rest will follow.
How do I know what is my first step to take?
How do you know what your first step is?
Hmm.
Oh, you can pray on it, meditate on it, Or sometimes your spirit, like sometimes something I've also learned is that people think that when you get a message from God or your spirit tells you something, it should be like those movies where you see something or stuff like that. Sometimes it's just a feeling. Sometimes it's a feeling of, I know I need to do this. You don't know how it relates with whatever you're going through, but you know that, okay, I need to go through this. Sometimes, yes, guys, those feelings you have, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes those feelings is the Spirit of God telling you, okay, this is where you need to go. This is the step you need to go.
So now, do you like going to church?
Yes, I do. I enjoy it.
If your dad was not a pastor, would you still go to church?
Yes, I don't go to church for my dad since he's a pastor. I go to church for me.
Oh,
Yeah, you should remember. You should always do things for yourselves, guys. You shouldn't do things for other people.
so you go to church for yourself?
Yes.
Why?
Okay. Number one, to get to know God better, and also the reason why I want to get to know God better is because the thing is, people sometimes are Christians for the wrong reasons. Sometimes you can be a Christian because I'm not saying it's completely wrong. You guys have different relationships with God, but sometimes you'll have a relationship with God because you want to get blessings. That shouldn't be the ideal goal. The ideal goal should be God, first of all. He's blessed you with so many things in your life, even though you don't see it as a blessing. He's blessed you with that. He's taken you out of the situation in times you didn't even know he did that. He's protected you so many times when you didn't know it was him. You thought it was, oh, just coincidence. No, God works in mysterious ways, in ways we don't even know in our lives. So you should want to build a relationship with God because it's what's good for you, and also it's to show appreciation for the things he's done for you. Of course, you're always gonna want to reciprocate the love someone has shown you, and you're always gonna want to learn more about them if they've shown you love. So the reason I want to get to know God better and go to church all the time is because he's helped me in so many situations. It would be wrong for me not to return the favor and the
Serious? When? In situations?
Yeah.
Hey, my dad. John, which one?
Hey, there are things, man. Remember, everyone goes through stuff in life, man.
Including you young ones.
There's no age limit. There's no age where you can stop going through problems in life or where you can start. It just happens. You never peak. There's no age where you can determine.
So you've gone through stuff.
I have. Yeah, I have.
Like what?
Hey, those things are not yet allowed to be revealed, but they've happened.
Does it involve a girl?
No.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Thank you so much, Wenzile. I think your sister wants us to go and play golf now.
Yeah.
I think we had a good session.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go and do some driving range and practice those swings. So well done for today.
Thank you.
God bless you, and Tikima say bye bye
Bye bye.
on TV, bye bye on camera.
Bye bye.
All right.